Can Zeke deke again? Hello, everyone. I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is Madden NFL Football on EA Sports. Coming up, Ezekiel Elliott, fresh off 100 yards a week ago, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. As we get a peek at the number 2 overall pick from the 2016 draft, standing at 6'5", Carson Wentz.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now Wentz. Pretty good. As Sanders has it poked free. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
You got nothing.
A first down carry by Elliott. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the 45 on 2nd down. Prescott. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Matthew McCrane on for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. On first down, Wentz.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. But that's complete to Sanders. As Sanders has it pumped free. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles nothing.
Go, go, go.
Prescott on first down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down, Prescott again. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's third down. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing his Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. Give him 7 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, and he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
We're good.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense.
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On first down, it's Elliott. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz, and his pass incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Wentz again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. Ertz has it left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the red zone now, Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Wentz going to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, It's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
That one complete to Elliott. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Prescott. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Kyler Murray, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And that one's gone to the half with the visiting Bears on top. Tariq Cohen, a force in that first half with 2 touchdown runs. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. The Vikes just cannot buy a break as they remain winless at 0-10 on the year. In our game, it's been Carson Wentz with a strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. And they've got to figure out how to stop some of the highlights that we're seeing on the screen here.
And what it feels like, he's going to say it doesn't matter what you put out here. I am having a big-time performance. I'm playing at a big-time level. Just keep throwing me the football.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Prescott now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now Elliott. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Here's McCray now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
There's a good push to the tight end,
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
25 yards that time.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Wentz now on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Able to shake him up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Wentz, and that's complete to Sanders. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now Wentz. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
It's caught by Sanders. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Randy Gregory. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. To throw is Wentz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Elliott on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Next to score, Eagles 28, Cowboys 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Prescott down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Throwing is Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Here's Wentz to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Back to you.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That fourth quarter, maybe you do start. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on fourth down. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away into 4.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. First down now, but that clock rolling. Prescott got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Looking to throw. Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schultz. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Throwing. Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Throwing again on second down. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Draw play, Elliott. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Eagles, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Start your week by installing your game plan.
All right, we're going to give Week 11 scores and highlights around the league for the Madden League Season 15, 2019. All right, Chiefs at Pittsburgh. Kansas City wins 31, Pittsburgh 28. Carolina Panthers at New Orleans Saints. Carolina wins 28, New Orleans 17. Arizona Cardinals at Redskins. Arizona wins 38, Washington 23. LA Chargers at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. LA Chargers win 20, Tampa Bay 14. Detroit Lions at Atlanta Falcons. Detroit wins 24, Atlanta 21. Tennessee Titans at Houston Texans. Houston Texans win 24. Tennessee Titans 17. Minnesota Vikings at New York Giants. Giants win 28. Minnesota 7. LA Rams at Buffalo Bills. LA Rams win 28. Buffalo 21. Philadelphia Eagles at Dallas Cowboys. Philly won a big one, 31 to Dallas 17 on the road in Dallas and Big D. Chicago Bears at Green Bay. Green Bay pulls out the victory, winning 31. Chicago 28. Seattle Seahawks at San Fran. Seattle's looking real good. Final score: Seattle 28, San Fran 10. Jacksonville Jaguars at Baltimore Ravens. Ravens win 41. Jacksonville 38. Oakland Raiders at Denver Broncos. Oakland Raiders win 23. Denver 17. Cleveland Browns at the Bengals. The Bengals win that one 17 to Cleveland 14. New England Patriots at Indianapolis Colts. Patriots losing again. They lose to Indianapolis 35, New England 28. And New York Jets at Miami Dolphins. The Jets win by one over Miami. New York Jets 31, Miami 30. So these are all the scores and statistics to go with the Eagles and Cowboys game that you just seen. These are all the scores and statistics of the Madden League Season 15, 15th anniversary of franchise mode on the Devin Smith PS4 Sports League Network channel live on YouTube. And we'll be coming at you with more action of Week 12. And the Eagles were back at 500. It feels real good. We've been struggling. We've made a lot of mistakes in our earlier weeks. So now we're trying to make up for it. And we're still trying to see if we still got a shot to make the playoffs. We're riding on thin and ice right now at 5-5, but we'll take it. And we won our last two road games. So that's been very exciting. And we won at a division rival game. We won at New York, and we just won at Big D. So our next game is going to be at Cleveland against the Browns. They could be bringing the heat. We don't know. So we're going to try to get that win if we can, too, to get 3 wins in a row and get above 500. Pick our season up, hopefully. On that note, I'll see you in the next one.